Assalamu alaikum. Today, let's study the second ruku of Surah Al-Baqarah, ayahs 8 through 20. Bismillah. Some people say, we believe in God and the last day, but they are not truly believers. They try to deceive God and the believers, but they are only deceiving themselves and they don't even realize it. There is a sickness in their hearts, and God has made their sickness worse. They will have a painful punishment because they used to lie. When they're told, don't spread corruption on the earth, they say, we're only trying to make things right. Truly, they are the ones spreading corruption, but they don't even realize it. When they're told, believe as others have believed, they reply, should we believe like the foolish do? But in fact, they are the ones who are foolish, though they don't realize it. When they meet the believers, they say, we believe. But when they're alone with their wicked companions, they say, we're really with you. We were only making fun of them. God is mocking them, and He lets them continue in their defiance, blindly wandering. They are the ones who traded guidance for misguidance. But their deal brought no gain, and they were not guided. Their example is like someone who lit a fire, and when it lit up everything around them, God took away their light and left them in darkness, unable to see. Deaf, mute, and blind, they won't find a right path. Or like a storm from the sky, full of darkness, thunder, and lightning. People cover their ears because of the loud thunder, fearing death. But God surrounds the disbelievers completely. The lightning nearly blinds them. When it flashes, they walk through the light. But when darkness falls, they stand still. If God had willed, He could take away their hearing and sight completely. Indeed, God has power over everything. In Arabic, Ain Mim Ha, Ama, refers to blindness of the intellect or insight, being spiritually or mentally blind, unable to comprehend truth despite having the means. Whereas Ain Mim Ya, Amya, refers to physical blindness, the literal inability to see with the eyes. Now, these ayahs highlight the behavior of the religious leadership in Medina and serve as a warning and a mirror for all believers that unchecked attachment to worldly power, wealth, and comfort dulls the heart and blinds one to reality, fostering fear of losing this life at the expense of the hereafter. Some people claimed to believe in God and the hereafter while rejecting prophets and revelation. It is as if they were trying to deceive God and the believers, only to deceive themselves without even realizing it. True faith demands accepting all that God sends, and denying any command or prophet is denying them all. Their rejection, often rooted in sectarian bias, exposes the absurdity of their mindset and their false confidence that they can hide their true intentions from God, who knows their hearts better than they do. These people suffered from a spiritual disease, weakness of character, and hypocrisy that God has allowed to deepen as a consequence for their lies and insincerity. When truth confronts them, their disease worsens, resulting in spiritual blindness and hypocrisy, claiming faith while harboring pride, jealousy, and selfishness. When they were told to stop spreading corruption, they insisted they are reformers. In truth, they seek a middle path to preserve their interests and social standing rather than sacrificing or struggling in God's way. And their so-called reform sow division and confusion, weakening trust in the prophet and obstructing people from recognizing God. They fail to realize that their actions are the very corruption they deny, becoming obstacles to divine progress. These hypocrites, pretending to be friends to all sides, are spiritually lost. When urged to believe as others have, they mock the faithful as fools. They are the true fools, unaware and attached to transient worldly things, ignoring the eternal reality and sacrifices that carry over to the hereafter. The ayahs present two scenarios of such hypocrisy. One of a spiritual blindness and deafness, an illness that can wax and wane, exemplified in those who reject the final message despite seeing the light, only to be left in darkness by God due to their pride. Another of those who stagger in faith, moving forward when ease and light are present, but freezing in fear when hardship strikes. God, in His wisdom, grants them time and opportunities to heal this sickness, but their rejection of guidance is like trading true eternal profit in the hereafter for loss of a temporary world. Their example warns us about the dangers of weakness in character, spiritual blindness, and the costly consequences of failing to sincerely embrace the truth. Now, let's hear the ayahs of the Quran in Arabic.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله وباليوم الآخر وما هم بمؤمنين يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون وإذا قيل لهم لا تفسدوا في الأرض قالوا إنما نحن مصلحون ألا إنهم هم المفسدون ولكن لا يشعرون وإذا قيل لهم آمنوا كما آمن الناس قالوا أنؤمن كما آمن السفهاء ألا إنهم هم السفهاء ولكن لا يعلمون وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلوا إلى شياطينهم قالوا إنا معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون الله يستهزئ بهم ويمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا فلما أضاءت ما حوله ذهب الله بنورهم وتركهم في ظلمات لا يبصرون صم بكم عمي فهم لا يرجعون أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورعد وبرق يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت والله محيط بالكافرين يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم كلما أضاء لهم مشوا فيه وإذا أظلم عليهم قاموا ولو شاء الله لذهب بسمعهم وأبصارهم إن الله على كل شيء قدير صدق الله العظيم.